Good evening, everybody. I think we're live. We got Nick on the show. Nick on the show. Look, he's already muted himself.
Sorry. I just knew what to do.
He's right. He knows. He goes to sleep for 10 minutes beforehand. You know,
right, takes a little nap, a little power nap.
Well, it's live, so he can't actually. Oh, hang on, I got sound back.
You got a what?
There we go. I had sound coming back. Yeah, it's live, so he can't fast forward like everyone else.
Right, he can't. So. Yeah, he can't do 10 seconds. Pop. Bing, 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 bing. No. All right, everybody ready?
Born ready.
All right, Chad, you good? Hi, Chad.
I'm alive.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Hot out. We're all so happy to hear that.
It was 90 degrees today.
Really?
Oh, here.
Chad.
Meanwhile, I see Scott there in a sweater and a.
Yeah, it was 20 degrees here, so yeah.
Good. Even down here in Alabama, it was in the 40s.
Yeah, it's cold today. Whopping 23 degrees today. Yeah, it's cold day.
I'll trade you some temperature, okay?
Yeah, okay. I'll take 90 degrees any day of the week. Over 20. I'm sick of it. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. Go, geocache. If you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks, and please welcome first our co-host from Down Under, See My Shell.
G'day, Scott.
G'day, Craig. And as always, to my virtual left, everybody's favorite co-host.
Oh, everyone's favorite now.
Chad. Chaz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's iOS night on the GCPC, so get your iPhones and iPods ready to go.
Oh, wow.
Chad, what do you use, by the way? Sarcasm?
I use a non-iPhone.
Nick just gave for everybody listening at work. Nick just gave him the finger. For everybody listening.
No, I did hear iPods, and I was confused about that one.
That's tonight's episode.
What not iPods? iPads.
iPods. Did he say iPods? Doesn't work.
I did say iPods.
So he's showing his age now.
That's right, guys. Tonight's episode 902, recorded live on March 18th, 2026, is the Cashly 8.1 updates. Phone lines are now open, so you give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. You can talk to Nick directly. And for you international callers, you also can call. You can talk to Nick. You give us a call free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. But first, Chaddington Bear.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about the Patreon.
Yeah, got to pay those bills.
That's right, we do. Guys, it costs a lot of money to make this show work. There's we could use your help, and there's two ways you could help us out. First, you make a one-time payment. You can go to PayPal, PayPal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make a one-time donation, doesn't matter what it is. It goes straight to the bills. Or, Chad, you join the Patreon.
Ooh, you get anything with that?
2, you get extra audio, extra video only available for our Patreon members. You get stickers and coins and pat tags and pins. You get the patron only show, end of the year patron only show. We just give stuff away. We empty the prize closet. It's already getting filled up again, guys. You want in on this, guys? Tiers start as low as $5. If you want information or you want to join, you go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cashly. Cashly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cashly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cashly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Okay, I really want Nick to read
I want Nick to read that.
Or Nick, can you read that for me?
Where is it in the show notes?
Yeah,
Yes,
the very
Yeah.
first one, mate. With the first sponsor, the first one.
you're the first
There we go.
one, man, for the past
There we
8
go.
years.
All right. Caching is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful offline and online features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline search saving of caches. Cachely has hundreds of advanced features, maybe thousands, that you will make
Oh.
your geocaching experience just that much better. So check out cachely.com.
That's
CAC.
CACH.
H.
There you go.
There you go.
You gotta say the H.
H. Thank you, Nick. Tonight we're also
Thank you, Nick.
sponsored by Logwork. I'm just gonna cut Chad out of the recording. Let's put Nick in there. Tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro-containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. It's logwerk.com.
And by Freeze Tag. Freeze Tag's interactive tourism app, Town Trek, invites downtowns across the nation to transform the streets into celebration grounds for America's 250th birthday. The new America 250 program makes every downtown a destination. Using the Town Trek mobile app, communities can craft custom interactive events that celebrate local heritage, highlight small businesses, and spark exploration. Have a look now and visit them more for towntrekapp.com. That's TOWNTREKAPP.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com. That's FTF Geocacher, one word.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching has the widest selection of Write in the Rain logs, special cache containers, labels, tot kits, and more. And they always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you've got an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, then you've gone to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you just how they can enhance your geocaching experience with your own custom design. Visit them today, artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pattags.com for all your swag and pat tag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade our log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag or flash tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android. That includes a wearable player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-GO.com.
Before we go on, Chad, you're a GeoGo user. Do they have something similar to CarPlay like Cachely does?
Yeah, they have Android. They've had Android Auto for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long they've had it.
Couple
for. I'm just
years,
saying,
Nick. Couple years, Nick.
We're gonna
Years,
dive into
Nick.
something better tonight. So it's called Cachely. It's much better.
Years.
Anyway, finally, by Cashcraft. Cashcraft builds handmade geocaches, wooden path tag, and geocoin displays. Visit their vendor booth at Moga 2026 in Iowa, March 27 and 28. To see their newly launched urban utility geocache collection, currently available in person only. So shop online, cashcraftnj.com, CACHECRAFTNJ.com.
What the heck is an urban utility geocache collection?
You're going to have to go to Moga
I am
to
definitely
find
not
out.
going to Moga.
Well, then
What
you're not
is
going to
it?
find out.
Come on.
In person only. In
Is
person
it really
only.
in person?
Otherwise, go and have a look at cashcraftnj.com and you'll see
Sounds
more
like a
detail.
tank.
Yeah, urban utility geocache collection. There's a
Sounds like a tank.
collection of urban geocaching. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you go to their website and find out.
Is it on the website?
Yes, it's on the website. I
Alright.
do believe it's on the website. If it's
I'll
not on the
go.
website, then you're going to have to go to Moga.
All right, I'll look on the website. All right. And Chad, as always, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
Or in our show notes.
our show notes. You gotta love when Chad just upsets our, calls out
I know.
our guest right on the show live.
Hey,
Live.
See My Shell asked me a question. I answered it.
Let's welcome Mr.
Don't
Nick.
ask
What's
a
up,
question if you don't know the answer.
Nick, what's up, buddy? How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, guys. This is Nick, the creator of Cachely. He's been on the show many, many times. Always a pleasure to have him back. We try not to
Thank you.
insult him live on the air, but it doesn't always happen. So, Nick, good to see you again, buddy.
Thank you too.
Before we get started, though, we do have some news we got to take care of. So, Nick, you could hang on one more second. We just have some news here. We got to burn through. Chadley and Craig and Nick.
Yes.
Did you guys get your souvenirs? Your Pi Day souvenirs?
Oh yeah.
Did you get all three?
All three here.
I got all three too. I did it too. I said I wasn't going to do it. I did it. Nick.
I failed. I was working on Cashly that day.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
All right.
That day,
Oh,
you had 3 days to get it. You had 3 days.
I was probably working on them all 3 days.
Good answer. Good answer.
Working hard for the money.
That's right. Well, good news, guys. This weekend, Nick, pay attention. This weekend, you could from March 19th. That's tomorrow. Today is March
Tomorrow.
18th, 2026. From March 19th to March 22nd. So if you're listening to this next week, you're too late. Is your opportunity to earn the March Equinox souvenir. Celebrate the equinox by finding and logging any geocache, event, or Adventure Lab location during that period. I think it starts tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is the 22nd.
Tomorrow, 19th.
Nick, you can
Yeah.
redeem.
I'll
yourself.
do it. I'm gonna do it.
You can redeem. You can.
Yeah.
There's got to be one near you. There must be.
There's lots. Yeah.
See?
I know a pretty cool app that you can use to find out.
GeoGo.
Oh.
Oh,
I will say, anyone listening now, as Scott said before, absolutely call in. That we welcome callers for tonight. But one question you never have to ask, and that is, will Cashly be available for Android?
I think-
no. The
I think that
answer
should
is
be
no,
anybody who calls in
never.
today. That should be the first question you ask.
No,
Every
it's
time.
If I called in, that would be my first question.
Somebody always calls in and asks, "Is it gonna be?" Also, new souvenir, new adventures. No, not new adventures. New treasures.
Treasures.
I can't get it. I can't get the words out. New adventures came out yesterday, March
Treasures.
17th. Treasures, yes. They are the Geomobiles and the cat figurines, 6 and 9 respectively. Yeah. The
So
last
it's-
ones I got
yeah.
clearly on accident. I didn't even try them.
So I'm now back to 3 unfilled treasure sets. So the scenics, there's people aren't putting scenic on their caches in my area. It's like,
Well,
why
there's nothing
not?
to see. It's because there's nothing to see.
Oh,
I have one more bit of news too, Scott.
Oh, do you? Please.
Yes, I do. After last week,
Yeah.
good old the Levi has gone from 20 followers to 57 followers.
Oh
on
my
his
God, are
YouTube
you
channel.
kidding me?
So, there you go. So,
he's blowing
Geocaching-
up.
geocaching with the Levi from 20 to 57. Well done.
Oh,
mate.
that's
Well
so
done.
funny. That's
Yeah.
so funny. That is so funny. Mm,
So, just a Levi update. See, I knew you'd appreciate that.
that cracks me up. That cracks me
Yeah.
up. That's awesome. There you go, Levi. We gave you how many did he have when he started?
20 from 20. He had 20 when we started, and now it's up to 57. So
Nice.
there you go.
I think he had 20 at the end of the show.
No, he had 20 when we started. When I
Okay,
first
then I
looked
must
up,
have been
he
the
had 20.
I must have been the 21st person. subscribe.
I was the first to follow him.
All right, guys. That's all the news. We have no emails, so we are going straight to Nick. Guys, you want to talk to Nick? You give us a call 808-468-7924. That is 808 got swag. You yourself can talk to Nick. Nick, Mr. Cashly, founder and creator of Cashly. How are you today, sir?
Doing well. It's been a long process to get this last version out.
Yeah, I think the last time you were on the show was I think June or July of last year. I think last summer you were on the show.
Yeah.
And CarPlay, you 8.1 came out, but Cashly did not. I think CarPlay got delayed, if I remember correctly. Does that sound familiar?
No. So when 8.0 came out, I announced that there was going to be 3 additional large features. I mean, maybe in 7.0, maybe I had promised it. It's been so long ago, I don't remember. But when 8.0 came out, I promised 3 big features, which was CarPlay, multi-user logging, and then like track recording. And I at first expected to release all 3 of those in 8.1. So that was what I had said. And then I quickly
when did 8.1 come out? Like the original 8.1? Was that last year?
That was January
of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was 8.0
Yeah, so
last year.
that's when CarPlay came out. But the things that didn't come out was multi-user logging and track recording. And I realized that those were going to take longer. And so I needed to push those back. So now multi-user logging will be in 8.2, and then track recording and importing of tracks will be 8.3. So that's the thing I kind of failed on, was just releasing those other large features. But I realized that I kind of overspoke on those because CarPlay took so long itself. So
yeah, what took so long? What's so what made it so difficult?
Couple reasons. So number one was waiting years and years to get Apple to approve my application for being part of CarPlay. So that took a long time. Okay. I think I submitted it like 3 times over the years. So I didn't actually announce it until I got the approval, but people knew that I had submitted the application for years. So finally got that. And then once I started digging into the frameworks and things like that, it was quite different from iOS. So you're constrained to the templates they provide. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of limitations because you're in the car and there's laws, and different countries have different laws. So Apple's created a set of frameworks that you have to follow. So say there's a list and you can only include a title, a subtitle, and an image, and then make it tappable. Whereas in iOS, I can like add anything I want. I can make a list and design the cell or the table as however I want and add graphics and things like that. But CarPlay, you can't. So there was that limitation. And really, once I got into the framework, it was learning a whole nother kind of design language. And I had to also learn a new language, which was Swift. So my old code base is in a different language. Apple's new language is something called Swift. Yeah. And I needed to move to that. So it was a little learning curve to learn that language. And a lot of the things moving over to CarPlay required me to upgrade stuff in Cachly, which I had to rewrite all the state restoration code, which is when you leave Cachly, it saves your state and you come back an hour later and you're back on the same screen, which is actually just rebuilding all of those screens and adding all the caches back because iOS killed Cachly for memory's sake. Had to rebuild all those kind of things. And so these things were like kind of internal that took me a long time. Users don't really understand those kind of things. But yeah, for those reasons, it really took a long time to just kind of like get through all these coding changes and things like that. So,
wow.
Yeah. And just the testing of it. I mean, it was a different platform. It's not iOS. It's in the car. There's all these things I hadn't thought about. So my beta testers would be testing it almost every day going to work. I would be doing the same, driving around when I would, go to town and test things. And it's harder to find bugs because you're testing in a car, but you're not hooked up to your computer to like get logs and things like that.
Right. How do you get logs? You can't, right?
Well, there's a simulator. So often I would if I would find a bug like physically in the car, I would come back and try to replicate that in the simulator. And then I could see all the logs from the code and stop things and check, the variables and things like that. So that was part of the difficulty, and the length of time that it took was kind of that hard development process. Yeah.
I have tried it. I tried CarPlay because I wanted, when it came out, I was like, oh, I want to see this. I tried it. One issue I had, it worked great. I mean, it worked like a CarPlay app. One issue I had was, God, I'm trying to if I can replicate this. I was in the car, I hit the cache, and then I hit Waze to go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm sorry.
There's your issue. Waze.
That's
Who uses Waze? You're not 16 years of age. Who uses Waze?
Everybody uses Waze.
No.
And then we had to stop somewhere. Yeah. So I stopped it. And then when I went back to start it again, it was all messed up. And I had to quit everything and then redo it. Like Waze came back.
CarPlay was messed up or Waze was messed up?
I think it was Waze. It was messed up.
That, I mean, really when you send a navigation destination to another app, I'm just handing off the coordinates. Not trying to blame another app, but really it's like I've handed it off and the other app opens, and what it does with those coordinates are up to it. I mean, I call the navigation protocols, but other than that, I'm not sure what happens when you leave the car and then come back to Waze.
I had to close them both out and then redo it. And then it worked fine. But that was my only issue.
There's been 6 bug releases since 8.1. So
really? Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was definitely bugs at the start and little features that needed to be fixed and things I added. So, yeah.
And for every other person out there, especially our age demographic that we are, whenever you normally get a bug in the car, you just wind the window down and gets rid of it. But apparently, you've got to close everything down and reset it. So, hey now,
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it worked great. I thought it worked really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other issue is Nick as well is that I find that not every CarPlay is done through Apple. And what I mean by that is every car is different. So every car's got its own individual, unique sort of screens and whatnot as well. Then they're Apple affiliated with that sort of thing. But also with mine, I know my van as well. I've actually got a supplementary screen, large screen in my van, navigation screen, and that sort of mirrors a little bit from my phone. And so for me, CarPlay wasn't that much different in regards to what I normally used to doing anyway. Because how long has it's been? Years and years and years since. You looked at a cache and you go, okay, navigate to cache, and it actually comes up at the final coordinates, like the actual cache name and the coordinates and stuff like that too. And it says geocache number and name and stuff and GC code. So for me, it hasn't changed that much in regards to CarPlay.
Sure. Have you tried the live map where you can just have the map open and you're driving and the caches are loading as you're driving? You can see it on a bigger screen.
I haven't done that because I'm not into caches stopping. For the sake. I navigate to one and I do that one. I navigate to that and I do that. Yeah. I don't do the, I better stop here.
Yeah.
That sort of thing too. So,
yeah.
So I assume CarPlay limits you to the quantity of caches you can have on the screen at any given time, right?
Yeah, it was, I think, 10. Was that what it was?
No, no, that's not limiting how many you can see on the screen. There's some limitations where you can't actually tap on one of the cache icons. There's just no Apple doesn't provide that. I think it's a safety thing where somebody's like trying to tap a little teeny button and then they get distracted driving. So that's why I have to have a button on the side that shows the number of caches that are on the screen in the little buttons that are allowed, and then you tap that and it will bring up a list view. So really you have to connect the caches that you're seeing with the labels on the map to the list view in order to see more information about that. There's just really no other way. Apple doesn't provide anything else, and unless someday they provide tapping on map pins, but even in their own apps, I don't think they provide that. They just like show a list on the side of like locations that you search for and things like that. So
And that would be a safety issue. I mean, this is coming from my policing background as well too. So any more distractions are what you need, and that's another reason why I like to just do one thing at a time and just sort of navigate to the one, and that's it. I just navigate to the one. That's that's the thing too. So
and honestly, tapping some of the side buttons that are allowed sometimes are a little like you're paying attention to the road. You look down and your finger almost is a little shaky in that circumstance because it's just not as easy to tap a small little button, and depending on the car screen how large it is, the buttons are larger or smaller. So yeah.
And I noticed on mine, and it could have been I could have been totally a user error of me, because I toggle on my finds and not finds in my caches and caches show my finds, hide my finds. But when I have them off so I don't see smileys, so I don't waste my time with that. But when I brought it into CarPlay, it showed my smileys. But that
most settings are separate. So there's a few settings it's picking up from your iPhone, but most of the settings you need to do in the settings dialog in CarPlay. So so hiding your finds and hides, that's one of them. But there is an option to use the filtering from your iPhone. So if you have like really complex filtering set up, and you have that turned on your phone, you can go to CarPlay and say, hey, I want to use the filtering from my iPhone. Because there's no way in the CarPlay interface that I could have all the options and all the dialogues that pop up and the date selectors and stuff like that. You just can't do that on the car. So if you really want to do complex stuff, you can mirror your iPhone's filtering settings.
So, but if you have the settings in the car, will it save that and use that if you move to another vehicle, or does you have to set it up again in another vehicle?
It will save those. So like CarPlay's coming from your phone, but it's like projecting on a screen in a different interface. Yeah. So the software is running off your phone. So so any settings that you save in there, including even like the offline maps and trips and things like that, those are all on your phone, and they'll move to a different vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, good to know. I'll play with it some more. I wasn't really messing around with it. I was like, I want to see how CarPlay works. He's been touting this forever, so like I want to see it.
Yeah, and I don't think every geocacher, like their style might not jive with using the car in that way. But there also is offline list, which is in this circumstance I call them trips. So you can create a separate trip on your phone and add the geocaches that you want to navigate to, and you can sort them however you want. And then when you go back to your car, you can actually choose to navigate to all of those. You can see those on the map. You can use them just like an offline list on your phone. So just kind of giving it some flexibility like that if you want to plan your trip and your route using an offline list. So,
No, it's funny because for years I've been using Cashly in my car, and
Yeah.
I got my phone so it's set up right, right in front of me, and I plug my phone in. I got the Bluetooth. If I hit go, I've used it now where I can burn through Cashly pretty quick, one finger,
Yeah.
as I'm driving, and then I just hit go to the cache, hit Waze, hit boom, and then
Yeah.
the Waze comes up on my car,
Yeah.
into my CarPlay,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice.
And you can still do that. It's just
Yeah,
this
I
is
know.
now
That's
a
what I'm saying. That's what
bigger
I've done for
screen.
years.
Yeah.
I honestly, honestly, I was a lot slower with the CarPlay because obviously I'm not used to it.
Sure.
So it was
Yeah.
like it was a learning curve for me compared to like I just burned through it. I'm so fast on the app
Yeah.
that it was literally a learning curve just to because I'm not used to using. I mean, I have a 2024 Subaru. I have the touch screen, but it's like you can't like scroll with it. You have to actually hit the arrows to move.
Oh,
the
interesting.
app and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah. So it's slow. But I
Well, I
guess
think some things are slower on the car. I mean, just think about the entire interface of CarPlay, not even Cashly. Like it's much slower. And we're all used to our phones and you can just swipe through things and go to different apps really quickly, and it's just not that way on the car. So it kind of transfers over to Cashly as well. Some things aren't as easy, but it's bigger and it's more built for the car. So
sure.
I think it will evolve, and some people will start to migrate from doing the things they used to on their phone as far as pushing directions to different apps and just start using the CarPlay.
No, I
version.
absolutely see a reason for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely
Right.
people will use it. I absolutely believe that.
I mean, I will. So with GeoGo, I will probably still primarily use my phone and do it like Scott's doing and
Mhm.
tell it to navigate to cache, and then it pops up. I mean, my car that I own doesn't have CarPlay. It's a 14-year-old SUV, so it doesn't have it doesn't have either Android Auto or CarPlay in it. But when I get a rental car, like business trips and stuff like that, I sometimes will I will pop it up and just as I'm driving around, and if I notice, hey, there's a cache here, I might pop in and grab it. But if I'm seriously caching out there, I use it my traditional way, which is navigate to cache, and then the map pops up on the screen.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And a lot of cars don't have it, but you can get aftermarket CarPlay devices. This was like $100 on Amazon. Just goes on your dash. So that's how I did all my testing, was an aftermarket one, because my Subaru doesn't have it either. So, but one thing I try to do was make it fairly seamless when you're navigating on CarPlay and then you want to jump out of your car. So if you are using offline maps, and I think the other map providers too, when you choose to navigate to them and then you get out of your car, it will have popped it up on your screen in Cashly. So you can hopefully just continue with your phone, because obviously nobody's going to drive right to a geocache.
Unless you're
So
Scott.
trying to,
Yeah.
So just trying to make it seamless from the car to the phone. So,
if I'm using an alternative screen, I've got my tablet up there.
there you go.
So yeah,
You're one of those, Chad. One of those.
yes.
That
All
doesn't
right, so-
surprise me.
Nick, 8.1, other than Cashly, did anything else come out on your
Lots of bug fixes. There was probably some little features. I don't have them up right here. I did a whole blog post about it. But real quick, I just want to mention one other thing about CarPlay is that when you're logging a cache, and you can do that through CarPlay, you're doing it all by voice, which can kind of be cool. So you can do all your voice logging, and you can actually, if you're not convinced that CarPlay is going to do a good job detecting your voice, writing that to text and then submitting it, you can on your iPhone turn on drafts, like the default for drafts, and that will create a pending log. And so you can just create them, and it will save it as a pending log right onto your iPhone. And you can also use text templates. So if you combine text templates with like pending logs and drafts, you can actually go pretty fast on CarPlay, and you can add, say a little bit of voice, and it will insert your template as well. Or you can just choose to only use the template in logging on CarPlay. So tried to add in those integrations with some of the other Cachly features. So yeah.
Let's talk Cachly Pro for a second. Mine
Okay.
just renewed. That's how I know.
Appreciate that.
Mine did too.
Did you? Like mine
Yeah.
just renewed.
You know why? You know why, Scott? Yours and mine actually renewed together combined is because this is the first day in which Nick changed it over from a fully purchased to a subscription mode. You see, so hence the reason why you and I we've jumped straight on the bandwagon, and lots of others out there as well would have jumped.
I'm sure everybody's getting there. Yeah, everybody's got
Yeah.
a due date. Nick's gonna get a big check this month.
Keeps Cachly alive. I mean, honestly, if I hadn't done the subscription thing, I think that sales would have just continued to go down and down. Not because people weren't interested in it, but it's hard to, 10 years ago, it's been almost 10 years, but somebody buys something for $5 10 years and they use it for 10 years, I only get $5 one time. It's really difficult to continue development in that, kind of that model.
And let's be honest as well, and that is, you subscribe to a lot of things out there this day and age. You got Netflix, you got all your TV streams and everything else as well. They're a monthly basis. Me personally, I would actually use Cachly more hours in a year than what I would watching Netflix, for instance. That sort of thing too. So why not give it back to those developers who actually do need it and that you use most often? So that's how I look at it too, Nick. So.
You charge $40, I bet.
Oh yeah,
there's not a number that you would throw out there.
No.
There's not a number that I would be like, nope.
Well, Chad just
it's my app. It's my app. It is my geocaching app 100% of the time.
100%.
100%. That is my app. The only reason the geocaching app is on my phone is for the
messages.
For the message
center.
Message. Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only thing for me too. So 98%. Otherwise, the messages themselves are through the only other real app that.
But I geocache 100% with Cachly. 100%.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
Me too.
So I would
and real quick, the pro is not just for Cachly itself. Like you cannot have a paid app and then lock everybody out behind a paywall of a subscription. It's just for other features. So everybody who paid $5 even 9-10 years ago, you can continue using Cachly. If you choose to have the extra features like offline maps and counties and CarPlay and things like that, that's your choice. You can subscribe for Pro, but no other features were taken away. Only these new features were added.
Getting added.
Geogo did the similar thing. I think the pricing might be different, but
dude, the whole county.
I pay for it because of my favorite feature is the events. Basically, when I can click on one thing and it shows me all the events in order. Another thing is what were you just saying, Scott?
What was I saying?
You made a comment, and it's just like, that's one of the best things about GeoGo that I like in this part of the paid features.
That I was
now I'm blanking on it.
I'm blanking on it too. I don't know.
But I mean, there's a bunch of features and stuff that I'm gonna pay that extra money, keep the development going.
Yeah,
absolutely,
it's helpful.
Well, so for the record here, Cachly Pro, guys, which is I think $14.99 a year. Is that correct? Am I speaking out of turn here?
Yep.
All right, $14.99 gives you, and let me know if there's more, but it gives you Pro offline maps, which are beautiful source vector maps for entire globe available offline. Which that alone is the price of admission right there. There's your $15 right there.
ET Highway. That's all I do.
Oh my God. Yeah. $15 well spent. CarPlay. In order to use CarPlay, you have to be a Cachly Pro person. You access maps and cache lists right from your car's dashboard. Live cache loading, much like the geocaching app. Automatically load caches as you pan the map in real time. You get, again, only available in Cachly Pro. A Delorme grid, built-in tracker for each state with challenge progress. And one of the things I love, is this a pro or is this a everyday feature? The county maps. Like if you've done a county, it changes the color.
That's part of Pro.
Oh, it's the best. Price of admission.
That's what you're saying.
Admission.
That's what you're saying. The county maps. It's like
that is the greatest thing. If you're a county cashier, oh my god.
Oh,
They're
you
great.
do. There is a learning curve though, Scott, in regards to when you first start looking into the county caching.
You gotta.
You've got to download it. You got to do all your finds, your finds before you start.
Beforehand.
Beforehand, and that's what you got to pull those into Cashly first. Once you pull them in, then the map just updates and just keep using Cashly every single time. And the map,
it's funny because
it's a beautiful thing.
Because Jeff Hydes was doing that. Me and Jeff Hydes were in Wisconsin a year ago, and she's like, "It's not working for me. Why isn't it working for me?" I'm like, "You didn't download all of your caches and then import them into cache." And she's like, "No, I didn't." I'm like, "That's why."
That's why.
And then once she did it, sure enough, blink, they're all red. Yep.
And there is, when you first have that feature and you haven't imported, there's a button that says, "Why aren't my caches showing up?"
Oh, is it?
If you tap that, it brings up a help article and tells you exactly what you need to do. But somehow a lot of people ignore that.
Of course, Nick. Come on, you're it's UX and UI here. Like,
by the sounds of it, Nick got
clear.
sick of answering the same question over and over again. That's why Nick developed a button.
Yeah.
It's the same question over and over again.
And again,
That says RTFM.
last one, upgraded Cashly Pro counties. Track your geocaching progress across every county. Right there, again, worth the price of admission. $15. Happy to pay it for that. For those things alone, oh my god! Like,
You've also, Scott, with the counties as well, you've also got the DeLorean grid too. Remember that?
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I needed this 3 years ago or 5 years ago when I was doing Indiana and DeLorean, Illinois, 10 years ago. Oh, great. So Nick,
Yes.
what's the response to all this? Did you catch flack for that or no?
For Pro?
Yeah, or were people generally like, "No, dude, happy to pay."
People were happy about it. The one mistake that I made, this was, a while back, was I at first didn't honor the offline maps payments that people had made, like they had bought offline maps.
Sure, yeah.
And for whatever reason, I made the bad decision when I first released it. I was like, "Oh, people will need to subscribe again. You can keep your old maps, like if you have them on your device, but then you'll need to subscribe." And I realized from user feedback and just thinking about it more that was a bad decision. So I quickly updated. It was 8.0.1 or something like that, where I took that off, and anybody who had previously purchased offline maps would have them forever still, and they wouldn't have to have the subscription. So that was definitely a mistake on my part, but people, I think, forgave me after that little, there was people that were angry. Yeah.
This is the amazing part. Like, I did that. I purchased and I lost them. And I was like, I don't care. It's Nick. Like, I know. No, point being is that, like, I've known Nick. I've known you a long time, 10 years, if not more. Like, I assume, I can only imagine how much work you do. Guys, this is a one-man show, this app that you use every day. It's a one-man show. So, like, I will never get mad at you for doing anything.
And let's be honest. I mean, Scott can't even do a podcast by himself, let alone write a full script.
Like, come on, this guy does it alone.
I know.
No, I just felt that it was right to honor those people that had paid.
I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay.
And there was a lot of people who weren't mad. They like reached out to support and they're like, "Hey, why isn't this working like it used to?" And then I told them, this was before I changed the policy on it. But a lot of people weren't mad, but there was some people that were. But
no, I wasn't mad. I was like, okay, that's no big deal. Like, okay.
Other than that, there's still the confusion between, and I tell people all this time, the confusion between geocaching premium and Cashly Pro. Some people still don't understand it, and it's very clear on the subscription screen. So some people will subscribe to Cashly Pro and they'll be like, "Hey, I can't load more than 3 caches. Like, why hasn't this been unlocked?" And I'm like, "Well, that's, I have some text that I will just send. It's kind of default text because it explains it for everybody. That geocaching.com premium membership is different from Cashly Pro, and you're not unlocking a premium membership when you get Pro." Right. So yeah, again, I don't know how that confusion
Do you have any inklings of combining them or no?
It's not possible.
Oh, it's not possible.
Two different companies, aren't they?
No. I mean, they'd have to give me some sort of API deep link to theirs, and I would have to pay them back for theirs, for all the premiums. It'd be great if it was seamless. That would be wonderful, but I don't think it'd ever be possible.
No. For everything you've given, I don't.
It'd be a tax nightmare, probably.
Oh yeah. I mean, it would be the best for the user. You think about it
Yeah.
too, Scott. Nowadays, the average, user would be a teenager, for instance. That go, I saw a TikTok on geocaching. What's this geocaching? When they find cache in different places, they download Cachely because Cachely is one of the best things that comes up for iOS.
Yeah.
They download Cachely, have a look. They go, oh yeah, premium or pro, and they press the pro, and then they don't realize that they're not getting a premium.
Yeah.
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 They don't realize
But
they're two different.
Yeah, it's kind of a learning curve, especially somebody who's not a geocacher. They just see it on the App Store, like you're saying. I can understand that confusion because they don't even know what geocaching.com is, that there's a company behind the game, and I'm a third-party developer. Like, people don't even understand that.
I mean, I've always been a premium. Is it still $5.99? I don't even know. Is it still?
No, it's like $40 a year for premium membership.
Is it $40 a year?
Yeah, it's gone up unless you're grandfathered in at the $29.95 mark, whatever.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about your app.
My app.
So
Yeah,
Scott can't even get the difference
Yeah,
between
purchasing is still $49.99. That price has
No,
never
I'm saying
changed.
purchasing for you is still $5, right?
Yeah, that's never changed. Yeah.
That's never changed. So it's still $5.
Yeah.
And then the
And
Pro
you get-
is another $14, and then Pro is another $15 a year.
Yeah. Or you can pay monthly. And again, there's a 7-day trial. So anybody can try Pro. I mean, they can try out the features and see if they like it and continue it if they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Yeah. So, premium on geocaching. People complain about that to you, like
They do, because they don't understand the difference between me and geocaching, the company. Yeah.
They download a geocaching app and they think it's geocaching. So that's I can understand that because they don't go. Scott, you got to remember this day and age, they use phones over computers.
That's true.
Everyone uses a phone more than a computer. So we're talking about the younger generation here, Scott.
I know, but like even with Jenny, I didn't let her download caching in the beginning. She used the geocaching app until she graduated. She graduated to caching. Graduated to it. Like
I'm still trying to push my Jenny to Cachely. She's on it all the time, but I look over her shoulder. She asked me a question. I look over her shoulder, and go, I don't know what app you're using. Sorry, I can't help you. So I make her go, oh, hang on, I'll get on the real geocaching app. And
she had to start with the real geocaching app, and then I'm like, you need to graduate to Cachely because it's the big boy, it's the grown-ups version of geocaching.
It is. It's the adult version of
It's the adult
geocaching.
version.
Yeah.
It's not for the kids. It's for the adults.
Exactly.
It is the way better one, but it's for the adults. Yeah.
So Nick, the next question is that what's coming up? What's in the future? What's in
8.2, right?
8.2, the 9.0? Like what's
Not 9.0 yet, but there's going to be the features that I promised. So multi-user logging. So that's already been built in the beta. My beta testers have been using it. So that's where you can have like a master account, and then you add, say, all your children. So say you have 3 children and you're the one that goes caching with them, but they don't have devices, or you don't want to log out on dad's device and log back in with your kid's account. You can have all the accounts authenticated. When you go to login screen, everybody's accounts are on there. They can add their own messages. They can set up text templates. You can see their trackables, and it's all logged at the same time. So it's much faster.
You log all of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Or you can save them all to pending logs if you want to and send them later. So all those like authentication tokens are saved in Cachely. So each individual user is submitting to their own account. If they're browsing and looking to add some trackables, it shows their own trackables. Their text templates, it would show just for their user. All those kind of things.
So
you have a little checkbox on there for whoever's with you during that particular day, and they just boom, boom, boom.
Yep, and it's sticky. So like by default, they're all on. But if you go to a log and you uncheck them all, and then submit your log, and you go to another cache, those will still be unchecked. So if there's a day your kids aren't with you, you can just uncheck them, or you can turn it off in settings completely, multi-user logging for the day or however long you want, and it won't even show those down there at all. So
this is a double-edged sword, Nick, as well, because a lot of other location-based games as well, like Pokemon Go, Munzie, that sort of thing as well, they've all gone away from two user logins on one particular device, and so because it's promoting what do you call it, cheating, that sort of thing too. I mean, I can see Scott already; he's salivating at the idea that he can log all his sock puppet accounts all in one go, like without worrying about anything.
One shot.
But I will say though, the geocaching isn't as much like that when it comes to location-based games as others, because it's less of a digital game than what it is an actual physical game. And so for those people out there who are just thinking the same thing I did and thought, oh, hang on a second, is this going to be a good thing? I personally think it is, because either way, with geocaching, you don't actually have to be at that location to log the cache anyway. So it's not like other location-based gaming apps whereby you are geofenced in, unless it's Adventure Labs. And Adventure Labs, they're going to be still separate. They're in a separate app and a separate account, so they've got nothing to do with Cachely in that regards.
Yeah, correct.
So
and really, people had been requesting this for a long time, but it wasn't until my son wanted to start geocaching with me, and we would have to log out of my account, log back into his, and then there was always this confusion in the pending logs, which was mine and which was his, and it was a big pain. And so I realized it was needed. I mean, but to your point, you could lie just normal geocaches. You could sit on your couch and log all the geocaches around you. So I mean, I don't think it's going to be any different.
No, exactly. But I do see the more benefit than what there is to the negative in that regard, especially with young families and families with children, families with the ones who kids have just got their own accounts, and we all know what they're like. They're not going to get home and log their caches. They're not going to do it, no matter what. It's not going to happen. So if you can do it by checking all the boxes at the same time and logging for all the family at the same time, then why not? I like it.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
Like and what else is coming to the 8.2?
So there was multi-user logging. Then the DT grid will be coming.
Oh, really?
So HQ added that to the API, and I just had not built it in yet. So testing that with my beta testers, and hadn't really done that kind of thing myself. Like I didn't ever complete a grid. Sorry, everybody. But my beta testers were telling me like how to do the UI so that it highlights the ones that they still need for that round. So kind of went back a couple iterations and built it the way that they were all wanting it. So that's pretty much complete. And then you can tap a grid cell to load the caches that you need for that cell around you, or you can move the map and load them there. So yeah, just trying to make a quick way to do that, similar to what the geocaching app has. And then the last big feature is something that I'm calling Cachely Intelligence. So it uses some AI features to do things like you can turn it on and it can summarize logs. So say you don't want to sit there and read through the logs, you can just tap the AI button and it will give you a summary of the logs you have loaded. Nice. You can do the same for descriptions, which, my beta testers are like, oh, well, some descriptions you need to read really carefully. What if it leads you astray? Well, they don't have to use it if they don't want to. You don't have to tap the AI button if you don't want to. And then same with, it can help you compose logs as well. So it can use information from the log to help you write a log. So that one's a little more controversial. Some of my beta testers were like, oh, people are going to be mad about this. But again, you don't have to use it. I mean, it's the same as if somebody went to ChatGPT and made it write their log there. I mean, we're not stopping those people. So
as long as you can turn it on and off, it's fine.
Yeah. So the place that I also think that it's useful is I integrate it with CarPlay as well. So right now, there's no way to browse through logs on CarPlay. But with Cachely Intelligence, you'll be able to tap the AI button and you'll be able to have it summarize the logs and then read the summary to you, as well as the description. So if you're in the car, you can actually hear that through audio.
That's nice. I would like, so GeoGo has Gopher, their AI assistant there that goes through the logs and stuff. So I think that would be cool to have that, to be able, when you're in CarPlay, to give you a summary while you're going up to the cache.
Yeah,
I would use it. I would abuse it.
Well, especially since there's no interface to actually load logs. There's no way you could load that much text. So
right.
And then what about beyond? What about the future? What are you kind of looking for beyond 8.2, beyond coming into 9 or 8.5 or whatever?
Well, 8.3, I promised the track recording stuff. So that's kind of, using track recording where it's drawing a line on your map. Some people like that so they don't get lost on a trail and stuff, and they don't want to use a separate app, as well as importing routes. A lot of users, at least some European users, really want to import routes that they have already created, and then they want to go follow that route, or a route somebody else has created, and then they want to go follow that route. So that's another one. And I'm going to bring probably offline turn-by-turn directions to CarPlay. So currently with offline maps, there is no turn-by-turn directions because that's pretty difficult. You have to pass it off to one of the mapping providers like Apple Maps. But working on turn-by-turn directions right in offline maps, integrated with all offline. So you could be anywhere and download, the entire state of Washington or the entire West Coast, and then have directions for that entire grid of the country. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, offline maps saved us on the ET highway. I mean, that I think we all used it.
Yeah.
That just absolutely saved us.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a call come in. I think we're going to end this show with some maintenance here. Looks like. Looks like we have got Connecticut, which means that's Skip. Skippy.
Hi,
Hi, Skip. What's up, man?
good evening. Nick, of course, I love the app. But tonight I'm trying to upload my finds file so I can update my counties.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be working. And when I tap on the file, it says open in Cashly, save to counties. I select that, and then nothing seems to happen. It doesn't update.
Nothing seems to happen.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Yeah, that's always what people say. I haven't had anybody else report that. So feel free to contact me, support@cache.ly, and I'm happy to look into it. If you send me the file as well, I can test it on my device. And I can, it's easier to look into the debugging code and stuff like that to see what's going on.
What did you download, Skip? Did you download all your caches, like 100% of them?
I'm trying to download the my finds file.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my finds file. That's right. Yes.
That-
Of my finds,
Yes.
and it's a fairly long.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be
I've got-
big. Yeah,
I was going to say it's a big file.
yeah, it's gonna be a big file.
It's a zip file or a
It's
GPX.
a zip file,
Yeah.
right?
Right, the zip file, and it doesn't seem to.
Maybe it takes a second.
Did you bring it from the Files app, or how did you bring it into Cashly?
I opened from the geocaching app, from the geocaching website.
Yeah.
I hit the download. After it comes to download, it says, "What do you want to do?" Open it. And I try to open it, and it's just not loading.
Try from your phone, right? You download it on your phone, correct? It's in your files on your iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I've tested
So-
that route particularly. So I will have to test that through Safari on my phone and then opening it right from the Safari interface. I would also test going to the Files app and going to the download section and try tapping on it from there and then sharing it with Cashly from there. But I'll definitely write down the method that you used.
Yeah,
and
save
I'll
it to
test
save it to the file
Yeah.
to that folder app on your iPhone, and then pull it in from there. I always save stuff to my Dropbox and then pull it from there. Is what I do. Click on it and then Dropbox, then open
Yeah.
in Cashly.
There's a lot of routes that you can bring things into Cashly, and sometimes Apple does weird things with updates. So I hope that hasn't happened. I haven't heard it from anybody else, but I will check into this.
Oh, sorry,
Alright.
Skip. Tried to
There
help
you
you.
go, Skip.
Sorry, Skip. Email Nick.
And-
I'll keep trying.
And let's be honest, we're talking. See, if you don't know Skip, he's got a big file. Like, what are you now, Skip? 100,000 finds. What are you up to now, mate?
Only 65,000-ish.
65,000 finds. So it is a
Never-
bigger file
It's a
than
lot.
the
Never,
average.
you've never imported them into Cashly ever? Like really? That's
I did.
shocking.
I did one time when it first went to the Pro, but even for Connecticut, it was only showing me as one county, and I know I've got every single county in Connecticut, as well as Massachusetts, Maine, New Hampshire, most of New England,
Right.
and other states. Other states where I visited and saying no counties.
That's a pretty big file. I think the largest file I ever tested as one import was about 35,000 caches because I didn't know anybody who had anything more. So, hey, if you can share that with me, I would love to test that file.
Oh, Skip's head just got a little bit larger.
Yes, he
Yeah,
knows somebody with
all right.
lots of finds.
Wow,
There you go,
65.
There you go, Skip. Hope he can fix it for you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to you, buddy.
Maybe Scott can message me your direct email. and
It's
I
just
can-
it's
Support.
support.
that way.
It's support at CACH
CH.ly.
CACH.ly.
You can't even say H anymore properly, Scott.
It's also in the app. If you go to settings and then help and support, you can tap it right there and it will email me.
Support at CACH.ly.
There you go.
I know it's
Well
a
done,
great
Skip.
email, Nick. Yes.
I can only imagine, Nick, as well. This is on a side note, and that is we know the age demographic of our clientele, and it's not young. So I can imagine how much patience you have over the period of time, over the period of like what's it been 10 years since
I'm
Cashley's
already
been
annoyed
around.
by Skippy.
But the amount of patience that Nick must have just to say, like, these older generational people that we do, and I put myself in this, this sort of demographic as well.
Yeah.
Whereby we're not used to all this brand new technology. And so to bring out an app like you've developed, Nick, as well, as I said, mate, you must have the patience of a saint, mate, as well. And how much do you, because I heard as well in the beginning, and I'm pretty sure it's still the case, that if you send an email through support, that's you replying.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have anyone else working with you or under you or anything. It's you replying. So
Not for
developer
support. I
directly
have my
replies.
beta testers. They help a ton, but not for the support emails. No, that's just me. But definitely on social media, like on Facebook, on the there's tons of other people answering there. So that's definitely not just me. And a lot of people are answering questions correctly, and so that's a big help. But definitely, the support email, that's just me.
And so what's that Facebook page? If people out there now downloaded Cashly, they want to know more, where can people actually download and find more information about Cashly without actually having to hound you for that sort of information?
Just
I think
go to
Facebook's the biggest one.
cashly.com and there's the links for everything. Yeah.
Perfect.
And I tell you, the greatest story I ever have, I'm going to say it again. I've told it on this podcast.
I know what you're going to say.
Thanksgiving Day, like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
I found a bug and I emailed Nick, and this person emailed me back on Thanksgiving Day.
I remember
I'm
that.
like, dude, what are you doing? I emailed him back. What are you doing responding to me right now?
I was at Thanksgiving at my sister's house and I got an email.
I just
And
sent it so I wouldn't forget.
And he emails you back saying, well, what are you doing emailing me on Thanksgiving?
Because I was cashing that day. And
There you go.
I found a bug. So I didn't want to forget to send it to him. So I'm like, I'm just going to send it to him. Yeah. So Nick is awesome. I love Nick. I support you. I love what you do.
Thank you.
I've been telling you for over 10 years, you have the greatest app for geocaching around ever.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I've been using it forever. And it's just gotten better and better and better as years have gone by.
Good.
And I'm not going to, I know, I'm going to mention it. Nick, also, you have two other apps in the Groundspeak family.
Yep.
Talk to me about them. I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
I helped with the HQ Where I Go app, so I helped rebuild that, and so that's their app. But I helped develop the newest version of it. So whenever they have updates,
it needed it.
Yeah, the old one I think was almost gonna be blocked by the App Store because the code was so old. So I was happy to help with that, and I'll continue to help with it if they have any additional features.
Needed it.
And then I have a waymarking app called Waymarkly. So that one gets less love and less downloads. But yeah, if somebody's into waymarking, there's an app for that. And it's very similar to Cashly. If you know the interface of Cashly, it's very similar.
You do know, Nick, as well. I've actually got a video on Waymarkly too when it first came out. So there you go on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
I feel like I've seen that maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Yeah. A long time ago.
It was a couple of years ago now. I think maybe 4 years ago. So
yeah.
Was it really? Has it been that long already?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Chad. When did we go to Midwest? Chad, that was 4 years ago, wasn't it? How long ago was that?
That was 2022, I think.
Oh,
yeah, 4 years ago.
Oh man, how did that happen? I mean, the Where I Go app is way better than what it was.
Oh yeah.
Way better than what it was. Unfortunately, it's still pulling the website up, which is kind of annoying. But
there's some integration also with Cashly. I was able to have HQ build some APIs. So like if you find a Where I Go on the map in Cashly, when you go to the details screen, there's actually a download button right there. So you can tap that. It'll pop you to the Where I Go app. So there is some integration and it will start downloading right away. So it's nice to be able to have that between the two. Yeah.
Wait a second. I have never tried that before.
So yeah, if you're just searching for Where I Go's in Cashly, you can see information and then tap the download button. It'll pop you over to their app.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never noticed that before. Look at that. I learned something.
Yep.
That's interesting. Thank you, sir. I'll have to look into that.
No
That's
problem.
awesome. Nick, always a pleasure to have you on the show, buddy.
Thank you.
It
Like
really
being here.
is. Thank you for being a sponsor of this show. Since day one of us coming back in 2018, you've been a sponsor. And we appreciate
Yeah.
you.
Happy to do it.
I use it. Craig uses it.
Mhm.
But we're 100% Cashly users. Anybody else out there? Nick, give us a quick 1 minute push your app.
Okay. If you haven't tried Cashly, please do. It's an advanced geocaching app. There's offline maps. There's text templates. There's every feature that other geocaching apps have, but more. There's also Cashly Pro, which has things like, the offline maps. It has Delorme, it has counties, it has live loading, it has CarPlay, it has multi-user caching coming, and DT Grid and caching intelligence, lots of things coming. So check out cashly.com. That's where you can find all the information, as well as announcements about new features and support and swag, things like that. So yeah, cashly.com.
That's CACHLY.com.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, Nick, you stay right there, everybody. Don't go
Okay.
anywhere. Chadley,
Sir.
next week, buddy. Next week, Chad.
We're going back to school.
We're going back to school.
Primary school or high school?
It's been a while since we've gone back to school.
Primary school.
Primary school.
Primary school.
Guys, if you're a beginning cashier, first year of your life as a cashier, this is a show you want. We do this every couple of years. Essential tips for beginning cashiers.
Well,
Tips?
I've already got Cashly on my list for that too. So you and Chad can't have Cashly on that list.
Fair
That's
enough,
mine.
fair enough.
Cashly's mine.
Okay,
Guys-
I will have GeoGo for the iOS or for the
Very
Android users.
Android users.
So it's like when I go out there find new cachers and they ask me what app should they use, and I ask them what type of phone do you have,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it's like it's Cashly for iOS and GeoGo for Android.
I mean, is there either, Nick, I'm going to pull you back off unmute. And Nick, I'm going to toot your own horn here. Is there any other app that's even close to yours? Like
On iOS?
on iOS? Is there, there's you and there's geocaching app. Is there others?
There was Geosphere, which was a quite old app, and it had some very powerful features, and some people still say there was some features they wish that they still had. There was also Looking for Cache, which was a German created one.
Really?
It was actually very full featured, lots and lots of features, and I think a lot of German users use that. I heard that the code got moved to another developer, and they're starting that one back up. So those were the only two really that had a lot of features, kind of comparable with Cashly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
Thank you. You hold on right there. So Chad and Craig, next week, essential tips for beginning cashers. Guys, you want to listen to the show if you're a new cashier. You've got three old guys here who've been cashing a long time with plenty of tips. You got
I wouldn't say long time.
you go, not you, but me and Chad have been. But you've got listeners who've been cashing a long time. Guys, call in, share your tips for the new cashers. Going to be a good show. So that's next week, guys. As always, guys, thanks for joining us. Nick, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure to have Nick on this show. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Craig. And guys, you be well, be safe, and we will talk to you guys next week. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Past and present video versions of our podcast are available on our YouTube channel, and all of the audio versions are available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. If you prefer to watch the show live on Wednesday nights with us, please make sure to hit that subscribe or hit notified button on our YouTube channel to know exactly when we go live. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, Freeze Tag, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, PathTags.com, Cashcraft, and GeoGo. And hey, that's all we got this week. So we'll see you next week talking geocaching and taking your phone calls. And as always, be good, be safe, and hug your loved ones. Everybody have a great week.
And we're clear.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We weren't. Wow. Chad's, I'm doing this, and no wonder Chad's premature. But anyway. Oh, hey now.
At all.
Luckily, we are clear now.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. Nick, you stay right there. Everybody be well, be safe. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.